Yeah. So we're here with D-Neck. Oh, that's loud. I like it today. I don't know what's happening,
I
bro.
need headphones or?
No. You don't need
Okay.
headphones. We can hear each other.
Okay.
It's great. It's good to go. I'm on. I'm gonna have to sit back and move this or something. I'm looking creepy. Give me that little guy. That little guy. This little green thing.
Oh.
Yeah. Welcome to the UnDustry podcast. It's me, SP. I got a guest, D-Neck. We're gonna have a little talk. Yeah. D-Neck, introduce yourself.
Peace and infinite blessings. I'm D-Nick, the microphone misfit from the Microphone Misfits crew. Here with my brother, like, man, one of the downest visionaries. He's a logistical nightmare, but he is a great.
And I'm a prick.
He said that, I didn't. He's just a great visionary. He believed in us when it was rare for people to believe. People.
Oh, y'all were a unique act. Y'all still are a unique concept of sort. A unique concept of sort.
And coming back from like South by Southwest with the homies, with my brothers, Microphone Misfits, I'm like, man, if I give anybody a recap of all of that stuff, what we've learned, it's gotta be SP1. Because the first time we did a Austin Music Week show
1, 2
was with SP.
Yep.
Cross-state connection.
Yeah. So if anybody wants to know, I'm going to check your Facebook, Instagram. There's a YouTube link for the UnDustry podcast. There is no on one person doing industry stuff, and people act like it be one person. It's not the fact. It takes an army, or else you make all these errors like I do often.
Facts.
I'm gonna send you the YouTube just in case you have to share it. So, D-Nick, this is what I don't know. I don't know. How did y'all come up with the title Microphone Misfits, and what was the year it started and origin? Because you and Mel go back.
Yeah, I've known Mel since I was like 14. Yeah, we go back. It's crazy. I was doing theater. Me and Mel both were doing theater, and okay, it's up. Cool. Me and Mel were both doing theater, and long story short, I was in community college. He was a Marine. He's a Marine, and when he came back, like after he did, the whole get down from the Marines, he was still an active Marine. But when he came back, he came and he was in the junior college. He was tried to start off in junior college.
What college was this in Michigan?
Yeah, in Flint. Originally from Flint, both of us born and raised, and went to Mott Community College, and so we started work. I was working in in a gospel theater company, and I just randomly.
Why'd you laugh about that?
Cause it's
sounds hypocritical.
No. It's funny because black actors struggling, usually they get their start in gospel theater.
Oh, okay. I respect that. Respect.
So it's always funny. It's humble beginnings. And so I run in the mail. I was running late for class, and I ran in the mail, and I gave him this flyer about this audition, and it was just passed. And then he came through, and then it didn't work out for both of us. I ended up quitting, being frustrated, and because I was writing for this theater company, and Mel grabbed the script that I wrote and was like, "Yo, man, we can do this." Da da da. So,
I know you write. Obviously, you dubbed the publication for your comic books, your MC, but I didn't know you had small play.
Well, we were to do at the time. This is crazy. At the time, we were they needed to make money, so we had to do a variety show, and so I wrote the sketches for the variety show, and we got into it. I got into it with the artistic director because she was like, this is too raunchy and da 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 for gospel theater, and just all of that. And I was frustrated, and I just ended up quitting. But Mel got the script, and he was like, yo man, let's flesh this out. Like, this is dope. We can do this on our own. So that wasn't the beginning, but that was probably the beginning of our adult working relationship. So we was just doing theater in the city, doing a lot of stuff in Flint, Michigan. And then, Iraq War, he got deployed, and I got recruited for Barrett College in Chicago, really Lake Forest. And then DePaul University bought Barrett in the transition, so I ended up a DePaul student. The music, and so it's a long story long, how it came up, man. There was a cipher. We had a cipher out in DePaul University, and it was just rhyming, like, and as a joke, like somebody says, like, yeah. Because I think that Making the Band show was up, and as a joke, this my brother Drew was like, Diddy called his group the Delinquents, but we the Misfits, and it just stuck. And everywhere it would go, like, cause it was like, oh, that's the Rasta dude that was freestyling at the barbecue, and so it was all of that. And then, like, within 2 weeks span, the Source Unsigned Hype did a campus combat battle at DePaul, and I entered it and made it to the final 3.
Oh, okay.
What
year was this?
This was
same time Making of the Band, you said.
2004, 2003.
Oh, okay.
2003, and so I entered it, and I made it to the final 3. But the thing that was crazy, even before making it to the final 3, like, I had the way the story, they did something stupid. It was like, it was campus combat battle, and they wanted, obviously the winner, they wanted to represent Chicago. I was new to Chicago, so I didn't feel comfortable representing the city.
You didn't want a false flag, as they say.
Yeah, I'm Flint, and but like, it's not uncommon that the best rapper would not be from the city if it's
I've seen that often. Somebody's hungrier than the locals.
Yeah, and so there was so it was that, and they were like, we gotta get this kid out of here. So they had me battle 20 people at one time. So it was basically like, all right, you stay right here. You 20 rappers, y'all get up here and y'all just go after
the out-of-towner.
Yeah, so like, and I won that first round, but like, I lost after that round.
Was some 8 Mile shit in Chicago? That's what
I didn't know where nobody was from. It just was, but the legend is like, that's the kid that battled 20 dudes at one time. So it didn't matter that they had to bring back. Plus it was, even though this wasn't my home city at the time, this was my school, so everybody was like, it was chanting me.
That's how you should have been the person that represented the school.
That's what I thought, but it's the Source. They didn't know.
Yeah,
and
they like the messy.
Yeah, and then that happened in like a couple weeks later, like 2 weeks later. I ended up opening for Naughty by Nature. They did a concert at DePaul.
Wow.
And,
I was there. That's the one. The Naughty by Nature show was after Souls of Mischief and Nas. And that's not the show where they went to the Vic after and Twister and Tretch was rapping.
I don't know.
It was the Common show the same night of that week.
I don't know. I just know that it was on DePaul campus.
Right.
And
the Vic is not far from DePaul campus.
Yeah, so me and all my guys were there. And at this point, Mel had got relieved from Iraq, so he was back home in Flint.
Right. It couldn't have been, because that Common album I'm thinking about, it was Common new release at the Vic, so yeah, it couldn't have been. That was in Common first release was in early 90s.
Yeah, that was early 90s. This was 2000. Yeah. It was 2004. So, like, Tretch was having an asthma attack, And so Vinny was like, you know, was making up for time. He was like, who can get up here and battle and rap? And my boy Pete Proper grabbed my arm. He was a big, tall German dude. And he was like, this guy. And so I went up, I battled this white boy, and I won. And then I had the freestyle.
You was
like,
at DePaul.
yeah, 15 minutes, and then to go back, and I'm get to watch the rest of the concert from backstage. I see Tretch going on the pump and running back on stage, and he was really dope. And then
I'm gonna have a conversation with you about Tretch, and it's gonna be very short, but keep going.
And so then when the concert is done, Tretch was like, he was on his pump, and he was like, put your demo in the bag. I promise someone will look at it. Go listen to it. I was like, I don't got no demo. I just do this for fun. And he was like, you slipping on your pimping. You nice. You should keep at it. And so I'm
Jersey
like,
behavior.
Yeah, and then at that point it just kind of clicked. I was like, I've been here for like 1 month, and I've been in the Source Unside Hype battle. I met Black Moon. I'm like, cause Black Moon was performing at the Source Unside Hype battle.
Of course, they were big there.
Campus Combat battle. I met a skinny African dude that would later like become Akon, and that was when he was doing the college rounds before he blew. And then Tretch, who I grew up listening to Naughty by Nature, just told me I was nice.
So real fast,
yeah,
it's including Redman, so it's not just Tretch. Some of the toughest rappers with a niche, I'm not gonna say a gimmick, is from Jersey. They got the whole thing. I'm gonna put Queen Latifah in there, even though wherever she's from, Newark or whatever. Same thing with Wise Intelligent. Great rappers, and they got these tough personas, and it's not fun. They're not even like.
Well, they were fun. Naughty by Nature was fun.
But with the machetes and chains and
Yeah, they were tough fun. It was
just because they use I Want You Back on ABC for.
Yeah.
OPP, that doesn't make it fun. that was fucking the producer, Eddie F. That was his sound. KG,
yeah.
right. So because that was a common way to make music, they had to work around it. But hangs with Tupac or Redman is causing chaos for Eric Sherman and Paris Smith because he played too much. You know what I'm saying? This just every time, but they be the sickest people. I know Jersey has bad air. It's a horrible city. It's put together. It always felt like The Wire should have been shot there.
America's armpit, as they call it.
Never heard that.
That's what I no disrespect to Jersey. That was what when we went there, we did a show out there. They was like, "This is America's armpit."
I can see that because for some reason New York think they're special, and I'm over that. So the great origin story about you coming here.
I called Mel because he's the only person I knew. Because Mel can sing. What people don't know, Mel can.
I've seen him. Y'all had a song where he was doing something, but you theater
most
people. Y'all know
most
tones.
of our records. He like when you hear that's not no effect. When you hear the bass tone, that's Mel singing over a record.
Oh, that's fly.
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You all are theater people, and you all know tones. You have to. Yeah.
So I called him, and I was like, Mel, Church just said I'm nice. It's a calling from the creator. I'm supposed to do this. I was like totally on one. I know he was like, wait, what? You
know who else I forgot to put in that Jersey thing is Bumpy Knuckles. Yeah, he's in that.
I thought he was Long Island.
They all hung out together.
I thought Bumpy Knuckles was Long Island.
To me, they're not New York City cats. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
They're the offset groups. I mean, Long Island is probably real New York City, but they treat them like such. That's another De La, Wu-Tang.
Well, Wu-Tang is still considered, because Staten Island is still considered one of the 5 boroughs.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Long Island is not considered.
Oh, they're not the same?
What? No.
Long Island? I'll see, show you how much I know.
Because Staten Island, you got to take a boat to get there.
Yeah, ferry.
The ferry. And Long Island is just, there's, it's more, most of Long Island is affluent, like, and
I don't know my East Coast geographics. That's clear.
I've ran around.
Oh yeah, yes you have.
Yeah.
And so speaking of that, you just recently did the politics of what we would call the Texas.
South by Southwest.
Well, it's more than that because, like you said, they've turned into something in the last urban wise. Not it's not so the suburb in Texas. Austin is.
Awesome.
Because remember they got the little show that comes on, the Austin something. It's a little musical show. They still do.
Okay.
And then South by Southwest. Then there's politics now because Austin has so big. They're in the barbecue reign like the whole Chicago and Kansas City. They in that now.
Well, Austin, shout out to everybody in Austin. Austin is it. It says they're stamped as they're the live music capital of the United States.
Cause it's a show that used to come on that's based in Austin. Something. It's some dope shows to come through. The first time I saw Drake was on this show.
Oh wow!
Yeah, when he was backpack rapping, before he was R&B rapping.
So many skills.
Hey, I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
So, but if anybody can explain the challenges and the wins and the hustle and bustle around being an independent artist, a creator, and going through that whole toying with an artist would be you.
Yeah.
The most I've ever seen a person experience going independent with cross state, going on your own tours, engaging yourself in these marketing. I call them marketing schemes of Austin because they're probably the more recent festival group of all now. I don't even know if people do festivals besides Austin and Africa. With what's his name, Vic Mensa and Chance. They take everybody to Africa now.
A lot of people.
That's what I want y'all to get with that Chance Vic Mensa thing that goes to Africa. What's it called? Black Line, Black Star. They got something going.
If it makes sense, it's with the awesome music. I mean, I learned a lot of it from you, like, cause it was always a thing. Like everybody, let's go to Austin, Texas. Go to Austin for South by Southwest. I didn't know the difference between Austin Music Week and South by Southwest. I didn't know that because Austin proclaims to be live music capital of.
That's what the show is. It's called Live from Austin.
Okay.
It's like a, I don't know, fucking.
But they have a lot of venues. It's a really dope musical spot for live music.
Right, because it feels like a bar crawl, New Orleans type vibe. But
it's a lot of them.
Yeah.
And so during Austin Music Week, venues are free. Like nobody, and it's kind of, I don't know if it's part of a city ordinance or what, but it's because I don't live there. But most places are free, except for official South by Southwest shows. Gotcha. And so that, if you're paying to get in during Austin Music Week, that's because it's an official South by Southwest show.
Got
it. People weren't when you had us go down for the Cross State Connection tour. People weren't paying to get in the Peckerheads. You know what I'm saying? They were coming in free.
Yeah.
And then once the time cut off, it was like, okay, it's South by time. All right, y'all got to get out.
That was an adventure of a lifetime. I'm just happy we made it back to Chicago alive. I think the biggest downfall I had outside just when we left. Texas was okay. But it was once we left that things just got worse, like day by day. Between money drying and gas falling out, artists falling off. Great concept. Concept.
Still in the van. That was funny. That's funny. A group of rappers stole a van. Remember?
Oh, yeah. They went to a strip club or something. They tried to.
I think they went home.
Oh, that was risky in them.
Okay, I wasn't calling out names. I just know
yeah.
We started with 4 vans.
That's a lot of great stuff came from that.
There was a lot of great stuff.
Before, rest in peace, Mike One.
Yes.
He got some rap gigs from that. Because he had kicked it with this not newlywed, they were newly engaged. And he was like, I'll rap at your wedding. And they did that. I know some people were kind of older rappers, so they were having claustrophobic and joint issues. Because after the one van went down, we had a PAL,
I remember
group
that.
into that, right? It was supposed to be 10 people per van in a 15 passenger van, so everybody could stretch out, like 3 in each seat, and driver passenger. It was supposed to be that whole thing, but as soon as the two 6-foot lead heads, Jay and Flip, want to play ring around the fucking caravans and go in a ditch. And we made it home safe, but that was an experience. And we had some of the greatest artists that could even be around us who wound up working together later. A lot of you all worked together,
Yeah.
which made it so worthwhile.
Did I work with? I worked with Flip a lot.
Right, Monkey was doing his events, and then y'all would do here and there.
Here and there, yeah.
Right.
And,
So I think Sub T started revolving around that group for a minute.
we got really tight because with Watch City. Salute to Watch City.
Yeah, watch it. Oh yeah, big ups to those kids.
Yeah.
Dude, another dope concept group. I just didn't I mean, they just got grown. I think one of them two of them had a baby.
I did a you know, I'll say the microphone is we did a record with them you know, it's Legacy Last, and it was cool. It was long overdue.
Yeah.
I like
You all went with a, and that's another thing that I can admire from that concept came from me working at Tower Records, and they used to have those magazines, you know, like Music Atlas, I would call it.
Yeah.
And I was just like, just get a venue and go to the festival and bring all these people. And, you know, I always had this dream, and maybe you don't know this, and it's not about me, and I'm going to just share it with you, is to be that person who did like Coachella, but in a Midwest form. Which Lollapalooza wound up doing. They try to book locals, especially DJs, but Lollapalooza another politic game, and then it's so corny to me. Lollapalooza is so corny and pop.
Shout out to the people rocking that La La. I got some lines in there, so I'm not gonna say nothing about it.
Rocking that La La sounds weird though. Yeah. Rocking that La La, that's a song. That's
no, it was, but I learned a lot, like going to Austin Music Week, and what most people would just identify totally as South by Southwest. South by Southwest is one company, and it's the only company, or at least the biggest company. I won't say the only. It's the biggest company that pays and charges, because you get fined for that. So they pay for all of that
and charge confusion.
You know, and so I just learned. I was like, you know, just doing the first. Was that the first? That wasn't the first, but doing that Cross State Connection tour with, you know, the original Dirty Rotten Scoundrel, J. Rita Damager. I learned that, you know what, if I ever come to Austin during Austin Music Week, South by Southwest, I have to do an official like South by show, or I have to have a very specific niche market. I gotta know who and where, like, what
the audience is for you.
Yeah, like, and we didn't go back for a long time, until like Nerdcore days. Shout out to DJ Rockman and, you know, and the whole IQ and the whole Nerdcore gang, you know.
Nerdcore gang is crazy.
Yeah. that's the squad, you know, and they have Nerdcore days.
Explain Nerdcore for the people who never experienced it. You afraid?
No, it's because I don't share the same explanation that like Frontalot like has, but salute to Frontalot. He's the one that coined the term nerdcore.
Gotcha.
And so I give Front's definition. The way he defines it as, when you look at rappers, they're usually the cool people in the room, and nerds are not that. That's how he defined nerdcore.
Okay, I accept it.
I don't subscribe to that. Like, for me, I only really personally believe there's only 3 types of rap, you know, there's reality rap, braggy rap, and fantasy rap, you know, and some of the best incorporates all three, you know. So
Street rap.
that would be reality rap.
I got you.
Or fantasy rap, depending on if you posing.
Yeah, right. Right.
So
if you're Schoolie G
D,
D,
that's my brother.
that was real.
Yeah.
In that era, and even Ice-T was real in that era. NWA was quite real in that era. But then, like you say, if you're De La putting on some parody of a gangster rapper, a little brother putting on a parody of a gangster rapper.
Right.
Yeah.
That would be fantasy.
Yeah.
You know, or like Boss. Boss was not that type of.
Yeah, that was her image. That was her whole image. That was a gimmick, whatever.
Her persona and all that, but that wasn't. But that was fantasy rap.
I'll tell you who had a gimmick that was real rap is Onyx. Them fools was crazy. You think it was corny?
No,
Fantasy?
I've heard contradicting stories. I heard that they just put on that persona. They were just
They
barbers.
weren't the afros like with
No, but I heard they were just like really clean cut barbers.
Nah.
No, they were barbers.
Okay, but nah.
But I think they, because they say their earlier demos was them trying to be on some hippie stuff.
Like yeah. That's The Rock. The Rock. Yeah, that's they were trying to rock. That's where Slam come in. Slam. Great interview. He is on the internet with Fredro. It was a great interview. Yeah.
But,
so back to you.
Yes,
so what is the new activities of the Misfits as you all have now had your beginning of 2026 dates arrive or moving around? What's next?
Just for me, adjusting to, fatherhood and keeping this up as a touring artist as you're getting older, it's like, ooh, this is a lot, being away from home and, but it's cool, but, it's just adjusting to that and really figuring out where I would like to guide the group into going because I've accomplished a lot of what I wanted to do, and but I need to expand that to make it happen more.
Gotcha.
Like we've toured a lot. We've toured internationally. We got 6 books, 6 group books and albums. So so that's cool.
Give me the title of the albums, and all the albums have a theme book.
It's easy for us. It's Escape from Babylon, volume 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
Oh, that was easy.
Yeah, it's all the same.
Never went off course. Gotcha.
No, never went off. Okay. As B-Vax like to say, it was a nocturne. He was like, man, Misfits never color outside the lines. This is our latest.
Put it up. Yeah, that's perfect. It's perfect. Yeah, that was perfect. Looked kind of blurry, but that was
okay. And this one got released the day my daughter was born, and it's an homage to Alpha Squad, which is our proteges and students that we've guided throughout the years. So they got to make their comic book debut in this. DJ Dolo on WGCI, he's one of ours. He comes from us. Baby Roro, who's in Theater Y, she comes from us. J Rock, who's at SEIU, being a nutritionist, and and Demarion, MC DJ Pharaoh, he's doing the football thing. J Ruff, J Smooth, they're I know one of them is they're twins. They're the twins. One of them is at Michigan. I forget what the other one is, but one of them's on a track scholarship. So it's just beautiful to see them all do their thing, and so wanted to commemorate them, and as we put a cap on this series of Escape from Babylon. We'll see where we go with next.
And y'all have some of the best animated videos out there. Dude, those were so fly. I'll be playing them when I do my Midwest Chicago sets.
Oh yeah, cause you do the video DJ. Yeah, thank you, man. I appreciate that.
Dude, people be like, where are they? I be like, they're around.
Salute to Big Hurt, Daryl Spicy, the Big Hurt. He's a partner. I actually met Big Hurt through Mike One. And we was working. He was,
Hey, isn't he a Wu-Tang member, Big Hurt?
He's Cypress Hill.
Cypress. I knew he was.
He did do some stuff with Wu-Tang because
he used to be
151.
He was the plug to get what's his name here? Razzcast.
Razzcast.
He was the plug to get Razzcast.
We did a song with he's how we did a song with Razzcast.
See, he's small. I didn't know.
Yeah, he
small.
Yeah, so that was he was actually a co-sponsor for Escape from Babylon Volume 4 with Mega Ran, because we were doing our second tour with Mega Ran, and so we did the first tour we did with Mega Ran was the retroactive tour, and so we did that, and it was cool. It was cool, and we got along good. And then we went back on the road with him, for the 8-Bit Hit Tour, and that was really fun.
8-Bit Hit is a good title.
That's video games.
Yeah, but I'm surprised nobody thought of it before y'all. It's such a great title.
It worked out for us because that was when we did our very first tour in Mega. That was when it got announced that he was going to be in the Guinness Book of World Records. So
I remember that. What was it for, though?
Most songs about video games.
Oh, yeah.
So we kind of got the spillover traffic of that.
I remember when you specifically was what they call out the states. Did you go with the few or with most?
The very first time I went to with FEW.
Where?
We went to Algeria.
Okay, right. Did the Misfits ever have out the states dates?
China,
I remember that.
That was our big historical thing because hip hop was illegal when we went to China.
Made it back safely anyway.
I mean, we didn't sneak. We were allowed to go in.
They knew there was an agenda, and it was probably all kind of clearances.
Yeah, we had to get all our lyrics.
Transcript.
No, clear. They had to.
That's what I'm saying. You had to transcript them for them so they could.
I didn't know how to. I don't know how to.
That sounds like some Mill. He's always been kind of a astute person.
I actually did that. They were like, because I was the one that had the lecture.
Okay.
It was actually when we went to China, that was the most relaxed because Mel road manages us when we on the road, so he made sure everybody's, and I get up early. Yeah, he made sure it's like, all right, y'all, we got to be here at this time.
The military did.
Yeah. But that they gave us a road manager and roadies because we were doing.
Little Asian roadies?
Yeah.
To black guys from the States? That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy work. Nobody saw the problem with that. It's crazy. That's crazy.
They were dope, man.
I know, I got it. And they probably were fanning out.
Kelly was a fan.
Okay.
I miss Kelly. She was dope.
Because you're so multifaceted, and now you're a father, and you're trying to sort of chamber out the misfits because you have these new, I was going to use underlings as a bad word, new extensions or people that have grown with the team. Who's next in art world or projects?
Oh, what's next?
Who's next? Not you, not Ray, like who's next, not K Solo. Like some of those people have been like your origin people,
Yeah,
and then you just introduced me to all these new names.
Oh, like with
And I'm
Alpha
saying,
Squad.
do they have? Oh, you call it? They have Alpha Squad.
Well, that was what we called them that because when we were working with them, we would say we call them Alpha Squad because kids come first.
Oh, that's heavy.
You
Y'all
know,
overthinking that.
So, I mean, and then I was struggling because as they were aging out, they were still, you know, they still required things. So it made it was on my heart to always make sure that they were good. Like I remember when DJ Dolo was, you know, because he DJs all over, you know. He's the son of the late Fat Cat, DJ Fat Cat.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, Dolo is his son, and he used to go by Raw Mix because
Fat Cat was so good.
Fat Cat was dope, man.
Yeah, I got a lot of that vinyl when it came. Every time I saw it, I would get it.
Yeah.
Well, it's 3 Fat Cats actually. It's the one that rides with Dilla.
Not that one.
I know. The New York dude was a real fat guy. That's Fat Cap. Fat Cap. I know.
Yeah, not Cap. It's Fat Cat. You know, and he's
with a K-A-T.
Yeah,
yeah.
in Chicago, and he
Oh, what you mean from Chicago?
He's DJ Fat Cat is from Chicago.
He was on Payday with Guru in the beginning, wasn't he?
I'm not sure.
Some of my vinyl, he's on Payday.
He's real tight with Dean, but you know, yeah. So,
Payday was such a good record label. That was way before the Ruckus stuff. Like somebody like Fat Cat would be that person before Ruckus. You know, all the Qualies, and he's that, you know, good rapper, backpackish, good metaphors.
Yeah.
You know, very, like you said, the naughty by nature beats, but not talking tough. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
But I'm really proud of all of those youngsters and
oh no, Alpha Squad. So.
Yeah, they grown men and women now, like getting close. I know Roro is probably the youngest one, and she's about to hit college soon.
And I see a lot of like K Solo, people like that have branched off and made sure people feel that the misfits are everywhere. You know how like with Native Tongue or Wu, you see one, it's like you see them all. Like it feels like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I know. I know they get on me sometimes because I'm a stickler for branding. Like when we doing the Misfit show, you gotta be in uniform.
Right.
You got because people don't even like. I went to the MERS thing yesterday, and like MERS when he saw me, he didn't say, "Hey, what up, D Nick?" He just microphone Misfits, and like you know,
that works for you.
Yeah, that works for me. I don't care. You don't gotta know me individually. I mean, I know. Shout out to Tom. Tom know me. He was like, "Oh, D Nick, what's up?" That's his manager and stuff.
Oh, okay.
So
that's who you want to know. You don't really care if MERS knows. The other thing I want to talk about before we sort of shorten this so we can make sure we take care of personal stuff is your then attachment because of the product of the comic book with C2E2, and is that something you still going to pursue later? Like not this year, but you know. There is like the nerd core groups at C2E2. I see them all the time. Just as they're adult perverts dressed in tights and underwear.
If you got the money, Fitz is for the booking, like try.
Oh, Fitz is for that's all.
So
right.
if they didn't book us this year, that's cool.
Like you said, me and you had a personal conversations about what your catalog is doing in the moment.
And all that stuff, and like I just had a kid, and we haven't dropped anything. Like this is the last thing we dropped, and this was 2024 in December. You know what I'm saying? Same day as my daughter. I literally signed the birth certificate, did the show, and then went back to the hospital. You know what I'm saying? But
you gotta work. That's the only way to feed the kids.
Yeah. And but we are going to be doing Midwest gaming classic in Milwaukee, April 25th.
Oh, great.
Yeah,
great,
so
great.
we got a lot of stuff popping off. We signed to Neon Entertainment booking, so like not a label, but it's a booking.
Publishing.
It's a booking agent.
Book agency. For the comic book or for your performance?
For us as a group,
Okay,
so they handle colleges and stuff like
How
that.
could they reach them for you all to be booked? Because I was going to ask you that anyway, and you just.
I mean, you could just
reach out for
you can reach us
DMU,
directly.
DMU, right?
Hit the bookthefits@gmail.com.
Okay.
Go to the Microphone Misfits website, bookthefits FITZ at gmail.com. You can reach out to, if you're at a college, you can reach out to Neon Entertainment, and they'll let us know, and we'll be there.
Dig it. You no more. You remember y'all had like a monthly event, a showcase or something like that at one time?
Ray had that.
Okay.
Yeah,
right.
Ray had that.
I remember.
Yeah.
I just didn't know if you wanted to cross promote anything right now.
Just the Midwest Game Classic. That's what's next in the queue. And then after that, we're doing. We're never in Chicago for Free Comic Book Day because we're always.
When is Free Comic Book Day? I'm out, dude. I'm so out the loop now with comic books.
Yeah.
It's bad right now. My brain is, and my work schedule is not
It's,
what it used to be.
It's I want to say May 1st was Free Comic Book Day, but we'll be in Des Moines, Iowa for DemiCon.
I've heard of that.
And it's a science fiction convention. It's not even a comic book thing, but we'll be with the sci-fi heads, and they love us in Des Moines. It's one of our biggest markets. So
good. And now you got, even though people can finish their collection with the books, that's the only way to get the books is hand to hand, or can they?
No, you can order them. Go to the microphonemisfits.com.
And what's on that? What's on that microphonemisfits.com? What is all on that? What products are there?
You get, our it'll take you straight to the link for our T-shirts and comic books, hoodies, all of that stuff. We're out of action figures. We got to make some more action figures.
I didn't know y'all had them in real sellable form. Maybe I did.
I went hard on those action figures. Had to raise the prices because my group was like, dude, you worked too hard on that. You got to raise the prices. So I listened to the fellas. But yeah, you can get all that at microphonemisfits.com. That's THEMICROPHONEMISFITZ. The Microphone Misfits. Who else could it be?
So, hey, man, you're always more welcome to come back and we can have a longer conversation. I just got in from picking up my auntie in Atlanta.
That's dope, man.
So, and then we got some personal stuff we got to handle. So me and him finna cut out.
Yes.
This is the live YouTube version of the UnDustry podcast. Jay is still out. He said he was coming in this week. We'll see him soon. He's playing entertainment parent as he's building a star with one of his children. We're still looking for volunteers, photographers, videographers, so I won't be doing everything by myself. The UnDustry podcast is no one person can do it all. So instead, even though I'm doing it today, it's no
Give me a Swiss Army knife right there.
no I in industry. It's uncovering here at the UnDustry podcast with today's guest, March 26th, D-Neg.
Blessings.
You can get your pieces out.
Oh man, peace to, first and foremost, always my crew, the Microphone Misfits, Defects, Ray of Light, Jet 9, Mel L, Ken Solo, big up T-Rex the Beast, Drops, and everybody that's, down with the fits, Defects, everybody. Also salute to Styling Out, because they family as well, Cold Blue as well. Gotta big up the Nerdcore family. Salute to Front a lot. you know, thank you for having us on the South by Southwest Official Showcase. Salute to DJ Rockman for holding down all of the nerds that get busy and like Nerdcore days. Wish we could have did this one, but you know, it was still found. You know, we'll be seeing Bruce Angel, another Nerdcore Days alum. We'll be seeing him at Milwaukee, April 25th. And yeah, we'll be at Midwest Gaming Classic. So if you're in Milwaukee, come check us out. You know, might pop in, see us around, floating around C2E2. But that's it. Thank y'all. Bless.
What does it say? I just took off my glasses. Don't even look at